Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends at Yarnspirations.com. This is the Fleecy Herringbone Crochet Blanket. On camera today, I'm going to be using Bernat Forever Fleece Finer. It's thinner than Bernat Forever Fleece. So you'll have the stitch multiples in order to change the size of this of 6 chains plus 8. So you can just chain 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and when you're happy with the width of it, you just chain another 8. You should know that the beginning of the chain will condense by 20%. So if you do 100 chains, it'll actually condense to the level of 80 chains. So just keep that in mind. I am using the recommendation on the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer of a 6mm size J crochet hook on camera, but as I said, this yarn is thicker. So this one is using a USP or a 10mm size crochet hook, but the instructions I'm about to show you are the same. Without further ado, let's begin. Creating a slip knot, you can either chain 110 as per the pattern, or just go in multiples of 6 plus 8. So that's what I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is one multiple, so then you do it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Happy with the width? Yes or no? Keep on going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you have a width that you're happy with, then just chain the final 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no matter what you did, either 110 or 6 plus 8, you're ready to go on row number 1. Let's begin row number 1. Usually in my tutorials, if you follow me, I always like to turn the stitch over or turn the chain over and get the back hump of the chain. Because of the thickness of this yarn, I'm going to tell you not to do that this time. So you are still going to go second chain from the hook, but when you put your hook in, make sure that there's 2 strands on top and 1 at the bottom. So it's opposite to what we're used to. You're going to single crochet that one. You are then going to chain 1, skip the next one, which is right here, and you're going to go to the next one. Okay, and you just go in, make sure the 2 strands are on top, 1's on the bottom, and single crochet. And chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet in the next. I need you to do this all the way across for row number 1. I'll be right back. When you get all the way across your chain, make sure you chain 1, and then you're going to skip 1 and then do your last one into the last chain. Okay, so if your counts are right, you'll have that one left. Let's turn your work and let's do row number 2. Row number 2, chain 1 and single crochet in the same one that you're coming out of. So right in the same one. And then chain 1, skip the chain 1 space and go right into the next single crochet that you have. And you're going to do that all the way across. So chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space and just go in the next single crochet. Please do this all the way across for row number 2. Coming all the way across, I'm just chaining 1, skipping the last chain 1 space before the last one, and single crochet into the last stitch. Turn your work and let's begin row number 3. Row number 3, we're going to do the herringbone effect, and all it is this just chain work with the slip stitch. So you begin, you're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the first one. You're now going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and look below. You're going to skip the next chain 1 space, and in the next space right here, okay, the second one over, you're going to go into the chain 1 space right underneath, and just pick it out of the background, okay, and then just slip stitch, and that will hold that there. You're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. You're going to skip the next space that's available and single crochet into the next one. Okay, so let's try again. So chain 3, you skip the next space right here, you go to this one, but go straight on down to row number 2, or to the top of row number 1 actually. So just going in, picking it out the background, slip stitch, chain 3, skip the next space, and single crochet into the next. So we're establishing all of the drop downs now. So chain 3, skip the next space, go to this space, the one after, and straight on down 2 rows below, and slip stitch. Chain 3, skip the next space. So if you push this back in front, you're skipping the next space, single crochet in the top of the next single. And then you're gonna do this all the way to the end, and when you're ready for the end, you just chain 3, skip the next space, go to the second one over, straight on down to the 2 rows below, slip stitch, chain 3. And it just happens to be, because this is the end, you are skipping the next space and just going right into the top of the first single crochet. So now the one-sided pattern has just begun. And now we're going to turn and work and do row number 4. Row number 4. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in the top of the first single crochet. We're then going to chain 1, and we are going to let these chains just stay on the other side, don't interfere with them, and just use the next single crochet that's available. So it's after the chain 1 space, use this one and double crochet. Chain 1, use the next single crochet, so there's a chain 1, and use that one as a double crochet, chain 1, and then pop this back up and single crochet into the next single. Do you see that? So let's try again. So chain 1, don't worry about the chain work here, just leave it in behind, and grab the next single crochet and do a double. Chain 1, do the next single. Okay, so you're skipping right over that chain 1 space. Chain 1, and then flip this back up to get the next single, which is part of that the herringbone. Try again. So chain 1, don't worry about the chain work, just leave it in behind, double into the next single, chain 1, double into the next single, just ignore those chain 1 spaces, chain 1. So once you get your 2 doubles, flip this back up, put the single into the single, and you'll do this all the way across. So chain 1, okay, chain 1, so you're putting your doubles in, okay, chain 1, and then you're going to go right into the end. Okay, so that's how you complete that, and when you turn it around, this is what it will look like. Rows number 5 and 6 are now the repeat for the remaining of your blanket. We have it all established now. So we're going to begin chain 1, single crochet in the first single. You're looking at the right side of the work. RS means right side. So we don't want to interfere with these double crochets that are in behind. We just want to stay in front. Chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. And what you're going to do, see where these are coming down? You're just going to move your fingers and you'll find the next chain 1 space that's empty. It's the next row up from this. Pop it out of the background, slip stitch, chain 3, and go to your next single crochet that's over here. See how they're all coming up to each other? And you're doing that all the way across. So chain 3, here's the middle, go straight on down, 2 down, it's right here, slip stitch, chain 3, and single into the single. So you're following the path that you've already got. So chain 3, it's the middle, chain 3, and and single into the next single. So chain 3, chain 3, and because this is the end, single into the last single. Okay, so that was row number 5. So now you're going to turn your work and begin row number 6. Let's begin number 6. So it's basically what we've already learned. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to single into the first. Chain 1, ignore the herringbone look in the behind and just stay in the front and put a double into the double crochet. Chain 1, put a double into the double crochet, and chain 1, and then just flip it back up to get that here and single into the single. This almost feels like interlocking crochet to some degree. So let's try again. So just chain 1, double into the next double, chain 1, double into the next double, and we don't interfere with those waves. Chain 1, flip it up and get the single and keep on going across. So chain 1, double into the double, chain 1, double into the double, chain 1, single into the next single, so just flip it up and keep doing that across. So you can put me on hold and go all the way across. And for those that are keeping with me, you just keep the pattern going as you know it. So finally at the end, you chain 1 and single into the last. And that was row number 6. So if you turn your work, there you go. So now you're going to repeat rows 5 and 6 until you get to approximately 56.5 inches. And you have to end on the wrong side. So this means that I have to do another row of 5 first so that I can come on down before I can do the last row. So you will repeat 5 and 6, 5 and 6, and then you need to finish on a 5th row. So you need to do the row number 5 one more time. So let's do that. So to repeat number 5 to finish up the blanket, you're gonna chain 1, single into the single, and then you will chain 3 and then come on down. So you're just going to come on down to the next empty one and chain 3. So it's everything you've already learned. So single into the next single, chain 3, slip stitch in, chain 3. And because I've got more in my hand, I can go much faster because there's less to hold on to. So chain 3. Just make sure you slip around the 2nd row down. And chain 3. And chain 3. And that gets me to the end. So this was a repeating of row number 5, which you need to do once you're ready for the final edge. So once you're ready for the final row, we're going to begin that next and we're going to turn our work. To do the final edge, we are just going to slightly change the stitches so that we don't create a really big gap. So we're going to chain 1 and we'll single into the next, or to the first single. Chain 1, and instead of double crocheting into the next double, we just single crochet in and it will make it a lot shorter. So chain 1, skip 1, single to the next double, chain 1, flip this up and single into that. Okay, so you're holding your last waves into position this way. Chain 1, single into the next double, chain 1, single into the next double, chain 1, single into the next single. Okay, make sure you do flip that up. So you're going to do this all the way across, and then we'll do our final border together, just one round, just to kind of even everything out. chain 1, and then just get into your last stitch. And it says do not turn, okay, do not fasten off. And what we want to do is that we want to turn it back to the right side and begin our final revolution. To do your final revolution, you're going to just chain up 1, and you're going to work single crochets evenly across the tops and the bottoms and through the sides. But on the corner here, you want to put in 3 single crochet. So any corners have to have 3 single crochet to make that 90-degree turn. So then just proceed with what you have. So 1 single crochet in the single. If there's a chain 1 space, just fill it in. And so you're equally spacing out your stitches as you go. So what I'll do is I'll meet you on the first corner and we'll go down a side together. So I'm getting close to the other side, and in the last stitch, I want to do 3 single crochet into the corner so I can turn and go down the side. Here's my tip for going down sides. I want you to look at the distance of the tops of these stitches that you just put in, and I want you to match that distance on the side. So when you go into the side, just carefully going in to your stitch work, kind of matching the same distance across. So if it's looking wavy or roughly, then that means that you're adding too many stitches too close together. And if it's starting to buckle, where it means that it's starting to go like this, it means that you're being too quick. So just use the tops of the stitches of the distance here to match it pretty close to here. And so you'll go all the way down your side like that until you get right to the bottom. And so that because this is a corner, you're going to put 3 single crochet in, and then you're going to go along the bottom. Remember, there is chain 1 spaces at the bottom, so you just want to fill those in and put 1 singles into the singles, and etc. So I'll meet you at the end of the revolution in just a moment. I'm coming up on my final side, and then I'm just evenly spacing it, and the corner is already done, so I'm just going to slip stitch it to the beginning single crochet. We're then going to trim this yarn, and we're going to put it through a tapestry needle. It's the best way to hide things, so any loose ends that you will have, throw it through a tapestry needle and turn it to the wrong side of the work. Okay, so this is the side that would be facing down. Using a tapestry needle, put that end on, and carefully just slide the needle in, and don't let that needle hit to the good side of the work. I don't want to ever see this needle on this side coming through. So just stay towards the back side. And when you pull the first time, make sure that it's the right pull so you don't overdo it, but not underdo it either. So it's like taut. They say it's called taut. And so we go back and forth a total of 3 times. So any loose ends, including the very starting one that we did, we would want to do that. When you change your yarn over, we would want to do that. And this is a really neat way to be able to do a herringbone stitch without a lot of stress. This is it for today. We hope you enjoyed.